Today, we want to talk about indexing and slicing with using lists. Now, it's very important we learn this because it's going to be one of the major things you use in working with data frames in pandas. It's very easy to understand. Just be careful, otherwise you may trip and fall. Let's start. Let's have a list of fruits once again. So we have apple, grape, mango, guava, and orange. Meanwhile, did I tell you that you could see the list of all the variables that you have in your particular notebook that you've been working with? Simple. Just have percentage whose, and it's going to give you that. So now you know that. Let's bring that down. That you have just one variable so far called fruits. The type is a list and it contains 5 items. Now, with indexing, you can easily pick out an item, a range of items from a list. For example, from a group of items. Okay, because you find out that it's not secluded to list alone. So if I say name is equal to on, and I now say name square bracket and item 0, watch closely guys, it tells me the letter O because that's what indexing is. So indexing in Python is from the first item in whatever value you have, it is numbered 0. So if I have name 1, it's W. Notice the case is exactly the way it is in the value I assign to the variable name. If I say name -1, it gives me the last item. So if I'm starting from my left to my right, it's numbered 0, 1 up till n, which is going to be my last item. If I'm starting from my last item, which is from right to left, I'm going to be starting from -1, -2 till you have it. So if I have name square bracket -2, tells me it's A. So let's head on to our list. So if I have fruits, first item 1 grape, sorry, second item 1 grape. Of course, 0 would give us apple. I hope that makes sense. So apple 0, grape 1, mango 2, guava 3, orange 4. The same vein, if we have fruits -1, orange. That's simple, right? Good. Let's have this close by. If I want a range of items, let's say I'm using name once again, from the first item to the third letter, take note. Now what we're doing is slicing. Please, this is very important to what you're going to be doing in pandas with data frames. I'm slicing from my 0th item, which is the first item, to my third item, which is the third item. From my 0th item based on indexing to my third item based on positioning. So it's giving me 0 W O W E. Let's have a longer list. So why does this keep happening? Let's have fruits dot append. Let's add more fruits. We have watermelon. We have pineapple. And I think I need to tell us this. I know I've mentioned it before, but I need it to be clearer to us. Errors are not your enemies in Python. As a matter of fact, it's better for you to have an error than for you to do something that is wrong and it works. So whenever you see an error, don't be scared. As a matter of fact, at certain points is going to be part of your growth. It's going to get to the point where you'll be more comfortable dealing with tiny errors. If you're just starting out, you're going to make certain errors at one point or the other, either in naming, in your quotes, in your closing parentheses. It's absolutely okay to make certain mistakes. But when you see errors, do not panic. You're just starting. If not, even if you're not just starting, you just probably forgot it. Okay? So I just thought to mention that the errors are absolutely not your enemies. Okay? Fine. Alright. So we're going to append banana, watermelon, pineapple. Let's also add cocoa. Is cocoa a fruit? Let's add one more. It won't be surprising if my favorite fruit is not even here. Cashew. Do you have a favorite fruit? Grapes. Okay. List.append takes exactly one argument, a type error. That's why I told you the errors are your friend. Okay, because the append function is only built to collect one item, and here I've intentionally given it a number of items, maybe intentionally or unintentionally, but we have the error. So what are you going to do? Run away? That's why in probably the video after the next video, I'm going to tell us how to interpret functions so you don't run into errors like this. Okay, how would you know if you can give in multiple items as part of an argument or you should not? So what this means is I have a way of doing this. I could use a for loop, which is our next class, which I've not done, so I won't do that. So I may just have to do this one by one. Or I could use it as an opportunity to teach us something new. So I want to teach us the impute function, which I could use to impute items. Impute items. So if I do, let's see, fruit. So this is just me trying to be playful. Fruit equal to impute, and then I say enter the name of the new fruit, and I'm going to go ahead and do fruit dot append it with fruit underscore name. Okay, so anytime I run this, it's going to tell me enter the name of the new fruit, and let's do that. I'm going to stop that and click on that. Enter the name of the new fruit, and I can now go ahead, copy this, append, copy this, append, copy this. Okay, so I think pineapple is the only one I've done so far because I've been doing Control Shift, copy this banana, Ctrl V, enter, copy watermelon, Ctrl V, enter, copy cocoa, Ctrl V, enter, copy cashew, Ctrl V, enter, copy date, now one may be asking, why am I not quoting them? Okay, take note, very important you know this, that anytime you use the input function, that Python will automatically make it a string. So even if it's a number input, it's going to become a string. So I didn't need to quote them. So if I now run fruits, oh sorry, caps lock on. So you can now see that I now have this list of items: apple, grape, mango, and all the other things. So I added watermelon twice. Oh, when I worked on shift enter, it actually worked. Okay, that's good. All right, so if I want to get the first item, so it's 0, we already know that. So if I want to take from the second to the fourth item, so I want to return grape, mango, and guava. That's what I want, grape, mango, and guava. So it's going to be fruits. It's going to be fruits. So grape is the first item based on index. 2, guava is the fourth item based on position. Don't forget that. Grape, mango, guava. Grape, mango, guava. Okay? Grape, mango, guava. Grape, mango, guava. Do not forget that. Now, if I want to take from mango till the end, I'm going to have fruits. Now watch guys. Mango is the third item based on index. Excuse me. And I'm going to have that quotes, colon, and then nothing, which means take from 3 till the end. Take from 3 till the end. If I want to take everything from the beginning till maybe watermelon, right? Everything from the beginning to watermelon. Now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's going to be everything till watermelon. So you can see that you have apple, grape, mango, guava, orange, banana, watermelon. I hope that makes sense. Okay, now what if I want to take using an interval? So I want it to take from the first item and then skip every item that is following, okay, and then take the next one. So it's going to be from my 0th item, which is my beginning. Okay, I'm telling you to start from the beginning, start to the end. Oh, let's take it gradual. Okay, 0 to 6th item, skip by 2. So from 0 to the skip 6th item, let's see fruits here. Let's do some fruits, so we've seen it here. From 0 to the 6th item, which is apple, grape, mango, guava, orange, and banana. So we want to be skipping every second item, so from apple to mango to orange. That's why we don't have grape, guava, and banana. Does that make sense? Now I could further do this. So if I want to take from beginning till the end, let me do it gradually so we get carried along. From the 0th item, which is the beginning, but let's say I'm starting from the first item, which is going to be grape. Now I'm saying from the second item, grape, till the very end item, which is date. So I don't need to write the value of date there. I could just skip it since it's going to be the end, and then tell it by 2. Skip by 2. So that gives me grape, guava, banana, pineapple, watermelon, and then cashew. Let me go over that again. If I wanted to do this, first of all, date is like the -1 item, right? Date is the last item. So from beginning to the end, skipping by 2. But then I've told us that if you're going straight to the end, then just like how you had from beginning till end and there was nothing there, that's how you can have from beginning to end and there's nothing there, and then you go ahead and add the next value, which would be the increment, and we are saying increasing by 2. Okay, let's look at this one more time. Start from the second item, which is 1, to the final item, which is -1, and then increase or pick out the second items. Also, this is if I said I don't need, I'm now saying that I don't need to add this -1, so I could skip it and then have from 1 to the end, skipping, right? So you can now see grape, guava, so it's skipping the second items. Same way, if I want to start from the very beginning, apple, I don't need to put it. I can just say start from beginning to the end, skipping by the second item. So now you have apple, mango, orange, watermelon, banana, cocoa, and date. Now take note, you can still slice what you have sliced. For example, if I want to pick out what is the first and third item of this list that I have sliced, I'm going to go ahead and add another list bracket or index bracket and say from the first item, which is going to be 0, 2, or comma, and the third item, now I'm not using colon, and the third item, which is 0, 1, 2. Okay, so it's saying list indices must be integers or slices, not tuple. List indices must be integers or slices, not tuple. Was it because of, let's see, oh, I guess I'm not allowed to do that. Okay, so I have from 0 to the third item of what I had originally sliced. So let me just comment this last part out. Now if you want to add a comment or you want to comment out your code, I don't think I've told us that before, just use a hashtag. In a markdown it can be used for headers and all that, but in a normal code it's going to be a comment, and a comment is a part of your code that Python is not expected to execute. We only use it to help others to be able to read our codes and understand what's happening there, and sometimes ours, because you're going to face it very soon, that you may come to your code and see something you did and you begin to wonder, what did I do here? Right, so that's why we have comments. Okay, so I just want to comment this last part out so we see what we had before. That's apple, mango, and let me simply duplicate it. Okay, good. So now I want to collect from apple to orange. I'm going to just simply do that. So I now have what I had initially sliced, which is this part. So this is what we had before, and then I now say slice out this one, which is what I have here, and then give me from apple to orange, which is what I now sliced here. All right, so far so good. We've learned quite a lot. In our next video, we'll now go ahead to talk about our control structures, and after that, like I promised, we'll do a video on on how you can interpret functions. But I think I may need to get into pandas first, so it will be easier to understand. There we'll be working with real functions. Power. So I'll see you in the next video. Have a good time. Please make sure you practice. Give yourself time to study, to grow, and you're going to be good at this in no time. See you soon, guys.